Hi, I'm Jake from City Career Series, and this video is about career motivation questions. So career motivation questions can come in many different forms. So it could be what made you want to become a lawyer or a banker. It could be, which other careers have you explored? Or it could even be what is your understanding of the role for which you're applying. Essentially, firms want to know that you are aware of what you are getting yourself into and you have enough of an understanding of the role from your own research to show that you are truly interested. So I'll now talk you through some of the elements that you can keep in the back of your mind, almost like bullet points to jog your memory, that you can really elaborate on when trying to explain to a firm why the career you're applying for is the right career for you. So the first will be the kind of nature of the role and how this aligns with your interests. So for this, you may want to consider whether any school or university subjects that you've particularly enjoyed studying really relate to the career in question. So if you're a lawyer and you're applying to a commercial law firm, have you particularly enjoyed contract law? Have you particularly enjoyed a finance module if you're an economics student? And is this what led you to apply to a law firm or a bank? Also consider whether there are elements of your extracurricular activities that you really love and that you know will form an integral part of your chosen career. For instance, researching or working in a team or presenting. You can also explain which other careers you have considered and use this to really validate why the career you're now applying for is the right one for you. Were there elements of other careers that you've tried out and you didn't like so much, and did that make you realise that the type of career you're now applying for is much more suited to your interests? So the second element centres around the intellectual fulfillment, the intellectually challenging element of the chosen career, and the working environment. So you've really got to think, what is it about that chosen career that appeals to you? Have you worked in a similar kind of environment and particularly enjoyed that in the past, whether that's whilst undertaking a work experience placement or a previous job? Have you attended workshops, maybe at your university, run by similar types of firms that designed to give you an insight into the kind of work those firms do? On the flip side, have you only undertaken the opposite kind of work experience where maybe you're not particularly intellectually engaged, you're not working in a particularly dynamic or pressurized environment, and did that lead you to believe that actually you will feel the most fulfilled if you are working in a more pressurized working environment where you're facing a constant intellectual challenge? The next element you could consider could centre on people and culture. So if you've done, say, a few insight days or even a couple of hours work experience in a few different firms, what is it that you've learned that you like about maybe the corporate culture or the typical type of culture that applies to firms within your chosen industry? Do you like the prospect of constantly working among bright, ambitious people? Are there other things you've noticed, maybe to do with the personal development or the way these firms generally treat their employees, that you think will really kind of fit in with you and your interests and facilitate your personal development to the greatest possible extent? If you are applying to an international firm, then your next element of the chosen career could be the fact that there are firms within that industry that offer the opportunity to work on an international level, whether that's with clients or other firms all around the world. So if you really want to make this seem genuine, you could talk about maybe study programs you've done abroad, or if you've traveled extensively, or even really enjoyed learning other languages. This can all show that you truly want to work in an international environment. So just to finish up this video, I'd like to remind you that it's really important that you relate your answers back to you. You need to explain to the firms, really persuade them that you know why the nature of the work appeals. So I gave some examples throughout this video of how you can relate your motivations back to yourself. So always keep that in the back of your mind and take your answer that one step further just to make them seem genuine.